All right, so Mephisto again going into Quasar. Let's try to get that stun into Xavier now. Now, as long as we don't get any ult off, we should be fairly okay. Special here from Quasar. Striker shot. And there he goes. Awesome.
You have been weighed.
You have been measured.
And you absolutely
have been found wanting.
Welcome to the new world. God save you, if it is right that he should do so.
How's it going, everybody? This is Seer here, and we have our round 2, well, week 2 matchup for Cosmic Crucible. And basically, they end up swapping out some of the rooms on there, room 3 and 6, which you guys probably have seen. So I did end up updating my defense, but I was able to get a defense video. I was working on another project, which you probably have already seen, the Fantastic Four, everything to know about them. So make sure to check out that video. But with that being said, let's go ahead and check out my opponent, Deucey. Now, Deucey, as you see, there's 3 of these guys on the same alliance in here, so this is going to be kind of interesting. Deucey is 273 million TCP, and they have a pretty interesting defense, but before I go into their defense, let me go ahead and show my defense. So what I end up doing is I did Night Stalkers with Nightcrawler in one. I end up making them all skirmishers except for Blade. I kept him as a striker. I'm putting the 4-piece Fantastic Four team on defense. I want to see what this does. I put a offset pre-taunt in there in Kingpin. Try to take the pressure off of them a little bit. See what happens there. Stage 3. Oh, and I put Invisible Woman in the middle because she's 129 speed. And the way the clones have been working is it takes the speed of your highest speed or whoever's in the middle. So by making that clone a 129 speed, I think that's going to throw him off a little bit. We'll see. Stage 3, I got Odin, Captain Britain, Black Knight, Shadow King, New Emma. Stage 4, I did Liberty with a pre-taunt and Gladiator. Stage 5, I did Phoenix Force, Super Skrull, Iron Patriot, and Thanos Endgame. And stage 6 is Orcus and Dorm. So as you see, I do have a lot on offense because of the way the rooms shifted around and kind of being changed. This is going to be an offensive season now, unfortunately. So that's going to give me Mephisto, Null, and Xavier for offense. And what I'll be able to do now is try and go for one-shots in all of their teams. Stage 1, they have Illuminati with Black Knight. Stage 2, Vigilante. 3 is Liberty with Dorm. 4 is the Superior 6. 5 is their tank room, and Xavier, Mephisto, Null, New Emma, and Gladiator. Stage 6, we have Phoenix Force, Kahori, Thanos Endgame, and Pav. So I don't know if this actually got switched out because of this would have had the mix to kind of fit my room on there. We'll kind of see what ends up happening on here, but let's go ahead and get started. All right, we're starting this off with stage 2. What we have here is Vigilante versus Vigilante. I'm putting my Silver Sable in the middle because, as I mentioned previously, whoever's in the middle, the clone is going to be that character speed. So she's my fastest character. That's going to try to make sure the clone is going to have that speed as well. So this should be fairly easy. Let's go ahead and get started. All right, so looks like the clone I got is going to be the Hitmonkey. Their clone is Punisher. So let's go ahead and start with the ult. This is going to get rid of all the positive effects except for Daredevil Modern because it's high resistance. All right, so the enemy Silver Sable does their ult. The strip is only on the offensive side there. Now I'm going to end up using the special here. This is going to do that nice chain across. And we were able to kill off a Punisher on here. Let's go ahead and use my Hitmonkey special now. I was hoping to try to get the Silver Sable killed off by doing that chain. We did get Electric killed off, though. There, the enemy Hitmonkey does the ult. All right, Punisher does his ult. Let's go ahead, use our special into the Daredevil Modder. That should heal us up. Ult with my Punisher. All right, let's see if we can try to get that kill. Nope. Not enough damage to kill the Daredevil on there. All right, so my hit monkey should be coming up to where I can pop the ult. All right, special with Silver Sable. All right, so that one's killed off. Let's ult into Punisher here. And we're going to target Hitmonkey, uses the ultimate. That's going to hit primary and adjacent. There goes Punisher. Special. And yep, there's the clear on that one. Perfect. All right, stage 5. We're going to see if we can attempt the one-shot in here. Basically, what we have is going to be a Black Cat who's at 131 speed. She should be going first. It's going to be no taunt on the Gladiator because of our Xavier. So you try to get the stun into Xavier, try to get some control out there. Next up is going to be Quasar, 129 speed. I'm going to use a special into Xavier. Hopefully I can get a kill with that striker shot. APOC is here to give us the extra health and damage boost. If I get the Xavier killed off, I can end up using the ultimate. He's not going to get empowered. The special is also going to be there to kind of get some added protection. The null is to try to shut down the Mephisto. This is going to be a little risky depending on who Mephisto ends up targeting with that special. So let's go ahead and see what happens on here. All right, so mind control ended up hitting Xavier. That's perfect. All right, so Mephisto again going into Quasar. Let's try to get that stun into Xavier now. Now, as long as we don't get any ult off, we should be fairly okay. Special here from Quasar. Striker shot. And there he goes. Awesome. Let's go ahead and use that special. Let's see. Reduce duration of all negative effects. Do the following: reduce duration of all positive effects. Yeah, let's go into Mephisto here. And then striker shot. There he goes. Let's go ahead and we'll use the ult here instead of that special. Get the battlefield effect out there. There he goes. Super clean so far. Let's see if Emma tries to screw us up on this. All right, special. All right, here we go. Let's just go ahead and pop the ult. I was debating about using the special to try to heal up the Black Cat. And ult. And then Xavier should be coming up for the ult. There it is. Very clean one shot on that one. All right, the new rule for stage 3 is going to be the best offense. On offense and defense, all characters on turn bury yourself for 5% that character's max health and flip offense down on self. On turn, if this character's buries about 50%, gain offense up. Basically, it's a nothing burger. This isn't really going to matter. What we're going to go in here with is going to be the Immortal X-Men. Storm's basically going to be able to special turn 1, take the buffs away. We have Jean Grey in here to basically get rid of the revive once on her ultimate if they end up surviving that long. And Storm's ultimate is a permakill. So Immortal X-Men should be walking over this. Let's take it out. All right, so Storm is going to go first. Let's go ahead and let's get the stun into Falcon Joaquin here. All right, let's go ahead. Target Patriot with the special to get the striker shot into Patriot. Beast, let's go ahead. Target Dorm and special. There he goes. I don't think I want to actually ult there because that has a good chance of kind of killing them. Then they'd end up coming back with that revive once on there. Let's go ahead and basic. And again, I'm just going to basic into Cap Sam. And he came back. That's what I did not want to happen. However, Storm should be coming up here. And that's what I did not want to happen. All right, let's go ahead and pop the ult. That should be the permakill. And Cap Sam lived through it. Let's ult here. And Striker should hopefully kill him. Nope. So we did end up losing some efficiency on there. That's why I was trying to be a little cagey with the basics. It's just we did a little bit too much damage on the Cap Sam. That messed us up. All right, stage 1, we're just going to go in here with the Accursed team. This is going to be quite overkill. I did this before, and basically they don't get the charge. They don't get the pre-taunt on here. I can try to take out Black Panther Shuri early, so that way we can just kind of walk over them. Now, they do not get charges. They can't gain charges, so I can actually kind of pick out whoever I want. So yeah, this should be kind of a cakewalk. All right, so no charge. All right, so now we have Satana going. Let's go ahead, target Doctor Strange. Him being able to try to get that revive would kind of mess up our efficiency on this. And there he goes. Let's go ahead and target Captain Britain with the special. Now we got all of our assists going into Captain Britain. That should kill him off. And Juggernaut just said goodbye. Here's an ult from Helverine. There he goes. Let's go ahead, ult into Black Panther Shuri. And yeah, super clean, super easy. All right, stage 6. This is the other kind of tougher room they have. Basically, we're going to be breaking up the Starjammer team. We're going to end up using our Howard the Duck in here. That's going to stop the speed from the Kahori and the turn meter, I believe, from the Phoenix Force team. We have Old Man Logan for some nice control. We have a Mephisto in here. We have a Havoc in here because he has that very early stun to try to get some nice control out there. And we have a Songbird for a turn 1 ult to try to flip any positive effects. Because as you see for the room rule, on turn, clear all positive effects from self and heal for 10% that character's max health for each positive effect removed. So this should be pretty interesting. I'm curious to see how this is going to go. In my mind, it should go pretty well, but we'll find out if it actually does. All right, so there's a passive shot from Kahori. Let's use the empowered basic into Omega Red. Striker shot. And there goes Pav. Let's go ahead and basic. That should kill Omega Red. Oh, he survived. I don't want to push him. Let's go ahead, special into Phoenix. All right, so he bled out. All right, let's go ahead, special into Thanos now. Ult into Kahori. All right, so that did end up pushing. That's fine. All right, so there goes the Dark Phoenix. Let's go ahead, ult into Thanos Endgame. Let's do a turn meter rewind actually into Thanos. Let's special into Phoenix. We need to get her killed. Alright. Let's go into Thanos. Striker shot should kill him. Alright, so we did end up losing Havoc. But overall, not too bad of a hit. Alright, the last room we have, stage 4, the Solar Annihilation. This one where the Starjammers and Annihilators can kind of work together. The Annihilators get the Starjammer tag on there. They got the Superior 6 in here, so we're going to do a nice callback of the free-to-play Illuminati. Now, that's basically the Illuminati team without Captain Britain. And yeah, this base just walks over it. Black Panther Shuri takes those charges off of Green Goblin Classic, and then we kind of have a way with them. So let's go ahead and knock this one out. Alright, so let's go ahead and use that special into Green Goblin Classic. There goes the charges. Nice ability block on him. That really just shuts down this entire team once you do that. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll use the ultimate. The ultimate's going to end up getting trauma on all enemies, and it basically gets low out there, so yeah. There's the trauma slows. Now we can start lapping them. Ult. And there's another basic from Green Goblin Classic. Let's go ahead and basic with Iron Man. That's going to do that nice chain attack. Special that should kill Lizard now. And they're trying to make a comeback, but it's not going to happen. There's an ult from Black Panther Shuri. Alright, basic with Hank Pym. And there goes. Super easy matchup. And we had a really good victory on this one. We got a 50,181. Ducey got a 48,985. So they dropped a few matches. Let's go ahead and check to see what ended up happening during this. So for stage 1, we did that accursed 8371. Stage 2, we did the Vigilante Mirror 8363. Stage 3, we did Immortal X-Men, and we lost some efficiency on here because we accidentally killed the Captain America, 8356. Stage 4, Illuminati Free-to-Play, coming in clutch, 8367. Stage 5, we did a Xavier Quasar, kind of a mixed match of a team for 8363. Stage 6, we broke up the Starjammers, added Mephisto and some other characters for 8361. Now, as far as my defense goes, this one here I thought was pretty interesting. So Odin, Songbird, Old Man Logan, Quasar, Kingpin ended up failing on this one. Nightcrawler took out the summon minion, and then there was just bad RNG to where Blade targeted Odin right off the bat, and it goes downhill from there. Looks like they did an Undying Super Scroll cleanup for 7960. Stage 2, they did Immortal X-Men, which is fine. That's kind of what I figured this would end up pulling, 8366. Stage 2, Starjammers. Yeah, Starjammers fails into this type of team if there's a Captain Britain and New Emma on there, especially with the Odin. They did a Cursed as the final hit on that one because he did back out to save the Starjammers, 7969. Stage 4, Cabal, Apok, Kang into Liberty with Gladiator Preton, 8369. Stage 5, Starjammers failed on this one. That Phoenix Force is nasty, guys, I'm telling you. Orcus Cleanup, 7965. And Stage 6, they brought a 2-piece Fantastic Four, 2-piece Night Stalkers, and Shadow King into Orcus Storm, 8356. Not that clean, so... well played, Ducey. Hopefully you get a rematch on there. It was a lot of fun. Hopefully you guys did enjoy this as well. If you did, please remember to like, share, subscribe to the channel. Until next time, have one for the rest of the day.